Tell me the story.
Well, I came from the West Coast to design these 14 units. This was going on at the time that harbor was being developed. And there are 14 of them. They're contiguous townhouses, but there are 3 different plan types, as I recall. And I believe the square footage in each of these units is at least 4,500 square feet. So it's pretty large for a townhouse. I see a couple of them on the market, but these units were being designed for a developer whom I later discovered was from South Africa. This was when there was still apartheid in South Africa. I approached the developer after we had gotten through the design development drawings too, because I had recently moved to Baltimore, and I approached him with the idea of buying one of these units at cost. When we were designing them, they were being marketed to be sold for $85,000. This was in 1979. Considerable amount of money right on around the corner in that day. But the guy just kind of looked at me benignly and smiled, and that was it. And it's not only this group, it's that group there, and then there's a group that it's fronted on an alley. You can't drive to them because they have a walking plaza in front of them, but this entire block is all fairly private. Firms in the world, and they had won the design contract from the city to do this particular piece of ground, and it was developed by a private developer. I forget the name of the developer. This was so many years ago. But during that time, I was meeting almost on a daily basis with the mayor of the city at the time. It was William Donald Schaefer, so he came to know me as the architect of this project. But many of these little subtle details with the corbel brick and the indented doors, you know, they were fairly inexpensive to do, but they were just nice little subtle design details in the brick. So it's plain, very simple, kind of Baltimore-like row house facade, because I did some homage to the existing row houses in the community. But as you can see, it's a much more current row house than that, with the 3 stack windows on top, that kind of thing.